Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
About 18 degrees outside. Nice morning out there. A little pink in the sky with just a little cloud up there right now. And big old moon the last few nights and early mornings lighting things up. Really pretty nice.
Very. Yeah.
Not bad for November. Bad at all. So you had a big night last night. Sound like the broadcast was really cooking?
Yeah, had a great night. We were a part of the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club's Winter Sports Tip-Off. Had the opportunity to visit with Broken Bow coaches and student athletes of the winter sports teams. So it was a great way to kind of get the season tipped off. Mm-hmm. And now we get ready for competition later in the week.
You bet. First broadcast is on Thursday.
Yep, tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, coming up quick. And that will feature several area athletes.
We'll be in Loup City. Broken Bow will play their season opener against Arcadia Loup City. It'll be the season opener for both area schools, and we'll have it on the air for you on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. We also plan to do a live video stream as well, so you can watch it, accompanied by the radio call. And we'll have that for you tomorrow night with the girls' game scheduled to tip off at 6 o'clock. Boys will follow, and you can catch it all on KBBN and through sandhillsexpress.com.
All right, very good. And away we go.
Away we go.
Wrestling getting started another day or so, and we'll be talking about that, I'm sure, and later on some coverage with the area wrestling teams a little bit later on down in the season. And before you know it, Brent, you'll be sitting down in Omaha at the state tournament.
Yes, it'll be here before we know it. Broken Bow Wrestling will start their season tomorrow as well, and they will be involved with a triangular with Arcadia Loup City and Wood River here at Broken Bow on Thursday, tomorrow night. And then, of course, they'll host the Big Bow Invite coming up this weekend. So, like you said, here we go.
Should be an exciting winter sports season for all of our area athletes and fans and families and coaches. Just continue to enjoy the entertainment that these young people provide for us here in the area. I did want to ask you, did you have any luck? Anybody you talked to last night in favor of yours truly being inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame? I've been trying to get in for about 35 years, and I just felt like maybe with your broadcast last night, you would be talking with some of the powers that be there. Maybe you could put in a good word. How did it go?
We discussed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we discussed it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I don't know. We discussed it.
That's all you have to say?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if there was a lot of support. I kept getting the questions. Well, what were some of his accomplishments in high school athletics while he attended Broken Bow? I think that was the big thing. I think that's the biggest hurdle that we're going to have to overcome, is the accomplishments in high school athletics while you were going through your schooling at Broken Bow. Because like Well, I brought it up live on the air. I visited with Mr. Schaaf about it a little bit because he knows you. You've known each other.
I thought we were close friends.
You've known each other for a long time, but of course, he didn't have obviously the opportunity to see you back in your high school days when it came to athletic competition. But he said, well, isn't Bernie's kind of claim to fame as a boxer?
Well, that was outside of the school system.
Well, see, and to me, that's kind of that's the obstacle maybe that we're kind of going to have to overcome somehow if we're going to get you into the Broken Bow Athletic Hall of Fame, because to get into it, I think it's kind of based more on what you did with your high school athletic career, not necessarily outside of it. But I do think Schaaf was the one that said, hey man, turn the application in and just see what happens.
Well, I would kind of run down all the things. You wrote them down on previous shows of some of the accolades that I
did say I did tell him that you had you shared the story of it was in basketball practice, right? You got a bloody nose.
I broke my nose.
Broke your nose. Yeah. Well, Ed said he certainly knows a lot about bloody noses.
Oh, he does.
Being
does he ever?
Being the wrestling coach.
Okay, moving along.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, you mentioned hurdles. I did attempt the hurdles in, I believe, junior high.
Oh.
And
like at a track meet, you got what, first, second?
No,
third?
I didn't compete in hurdles. I tried to learn how to do the hurdles.
Oh.
And I ended up getting bloody there too, on the shins mostly. And back then the track was cinder, so you had ground in the, if you fell.
Did you wear those big spikes?
No, only
with it being a cinder track.
The people who actually ran in the races. Otherwise, you practiced in tennis shoes.
I see. Well,
I never had any spikes.
I don't know if that's going to help our cause much.
I'm thinking that's probably the reason I didn't succeed in hurdles, is they didn't give me any spikes.
There you go.
All right, the Prairie Pioneer Center menu today. Let's see what they're having on this Wednesday. Ooh, turkey, gravy over biscuits, mixed veggies, and apricots. Now, let them know you'd like to have a meal. Call them at 872-6121.
Callaway Public Schools today for lunch showing roast beef at Callaway.
By the way, let's see here. Cost for under 60 is $7.25 for a meal at the Prairie Pioneer Center. And for 60 over, 60 plus, $6.75.
Oh.
So let me see. You would
reasonable.
You would still have to pay the $7.25.
That's still very reasonable.
It's very reasonable.
Yes.
These days. And so then I would get the discount for being mature.
All right.
At Thedford today, ham and scalloped potatoes, corn, dinner roll, veggie, fruit bar, and milk.
At Arnold today, showing creamed chicken and biscuit on the menu at Arnold Public School.
I thought maybe my cold would be better today. It's still hanging on, so I'm going to be a woman. I'm going to be a woman again today.
All right. Well, we look forward to hearing you roar.
You bet, because women are tougher than men. So I'm going to be a...
Who sang that song? Was it Helen Reddy?
Yes.
I am woman, hear me roar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is it my turn?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll go.
I lost track.
Broken Bow Public School today. Made fresh goulash with garlic breadstick, popcorn chicken. Wait a minute, that was yesterday. Today's menu for Broken Bow: made fresh beef chili, hot dog, grilled chicken deli wrap, fresh baked combo sub, and the My Wing Station with breadstick. Your choices at Broken Bow today.
Anselmo Myrna, fresh made beef enchilada, lasagna, hot dogs, uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, vegetables, fruit, desserts, and milk.
At Loup City today, it's showing chili or chicken noodle soup, cinnamon roll, and a cheese stick at Loup City today.
At Ansley, they're having grilled cheese sandwiches. And I'd like to say hello to Melissa, the counselor at Ansley. And I might have to give Melissa a call and see if she could give me a little counseling with some of the failures that are taking place as far as me getting into the Athletic Hall of Fame.
Uh-huh.
I might need some reinforcement on my self-esteem.
Yeah. Don't beat yourself up though.
I think I know. I know why Schaaf was reluctant. Coach Schaaf.
Yes.
I golfed with him once.
Did you make him look bad on the golf course? Was that the deal?
No.
You probably outdrove him.
No. In fact, I was having a bad day.
Oh.
And I wasn't hitting the ball very well. And he was so kind and generous. He said, "Hey, you want to play a few holes, Dave?" And I'd love to play with you, Coach Schaaf. And he hit the drive on one somewhere down this way.
Yes.
A long distance down this way.
Yeah, he has a tendency to do that, hit it a long ways.
It took me 5 times to get down here to where he was.
Oh, boy.
And I shanked it. And so I just think I probably didn't really impress him much that day.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, if that was kind of, his personal firsthand experience as far as watching your athletic abilities,
yeah,
that probably didn't.
And I know
help
sometimes
your case,
it's deceiving sometimes, Brent, with this type of a physique that I have with my body.
Yeah.
They just naturally think you're going to be a super athlete when you look like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to the rest of the school lunch menus. Litchfield today showing tacos at Litchfield for lunch today. Let's see some of the other menus that we have. Cozad today showing a choice of chicken patty with hot roll, meatloaf with hot roll, or a Cobb salad. Some of your choices at Cozad. Gothenburg today showing made fresh beef chili, hot dog, fresh baked turkey and cheese sub, made fresh buffalo ranch pizza. Some of your choices at Gothenburg. And at SEM today, it's showing pigs in a blanket on the lunch menu at Sumner, Eddyville, Miller.
This in our chat box this morning from our friend Lori. What happened to the phrase older but wiser and more fun bunch? Lori says she misses that phrase. We can bring that back.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I know this isn't a big day for everybody, but for a lot of people out there, it is a big day. It's the 51st anniversary of the video game Pong.
Oh, yes. We had Pong when I was a kid growing up. I preferred hockey myself because you had 2 lines that you could use to direct the little thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never played that. It was created in 1972. And by the way, Pong was the first commercially successful video game. And it was super simple, the 2 paddles and the ball, and doink, 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 back and forth. I wonder really how many beers were consumed in the early years of Pong at pubs during the games. Because you could, it wasn't that fast moving, so you could all actually sip on a beverage and have a conversation and play Pong.
Now, once in a while, our Pong game did get pretty fast when it went on the fritz.
Oh.
Did you ever have one of those?
No.
where all of a sudden, the screen would get blurry and the thing would be going back and forth really fast? That was exciting at times.
I thought Pong was kind of a fun game.
Yeah.
And then another one I remember was at a pub, was at Sylvester's. They had where you shot a duck. So I remember it was flying and you shot a duck.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly how that worked, but
I think Pong was really good, and then Atari came along.
And Pac-Man.
Friends would come over and play Pong, and then one of my buddies his family got the Atari.
Yeah.
And the minute that happened, nobody came over to my house anymore.
Didn't want to play Pong anymore?
No, we wanted to play Asteroids, man.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, by the way, folks, just a safety message here on the Breakfast Show from us to you. This is Throw Out Your Leftovers Day. It's time. The Department of Agriculture says cold turkey and other meat only last about 3 to 4 days in the fridge before it starts getting gross, kind of gets slimy.
Yeah.
And same for gravy. Don't hold that gravy over any longer because, there's ingredients in there that will spoil. Cranberry sauce is good for about a week.
Oh.
And let's see here, more details. Stuffing can be frozen and stored for up to 3 months. It can be a nice surprise on Easter. Pull out the
there you go.
some stuffing. Pull it out of the freezer.
Pull it out on Valentine's Day. Hey, honey.
Yeah.
Let's have a romantic meal and pull out that stuffing from Thanksgiving.
Put a little water on it before you warm it up, and you'll be good to go. All right, let's play the game. It's Runs a Day today.
All right. Yeah, a chance to win a certificate for a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza in Broken Bow. Here's the last question regarding the song Alice's Restaurant, written by Arlo Guthrie. Here's your final question for that. According to the song, because Guthrie is arrested and convicted of dumping trash illegally, his suitability for what is endangered? Your choices are the right to vote for president, the ability to cross state lines, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or the draft for the Vietnam War. According to the song Alice's Restaurant, because Guthrie is arrested and convicted of dumping trash illegally in the song, his suitability for what is endangered? The right to vote for president, the ability to cross state lines, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or the draft for the Vietnam War. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Rise and shine.
All right.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Marcus is giving a holiday gift to himself?
Yeah, I was a really good boy this year.
Oh, good for you.
I got $50 of Runza gift cards to give to my friends and got a $10 gift card for myself.
Well, sometimes it's better to give and receive.
Right? I made a list, checked it twice.
And the list said Marcus?
List said Marcus.
'Tis the season. Buy $50 of Runza gift cards and get a $10 gift card free. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
We have Elaine on the line. Good morning.
How are you today?
We're doing well. We're doing very well. Hope you are too. Here's Brent.
Okay, Elaine, here's your question. According to the song Alice's Restaurant, because Guthrie is arrested and convicted of dumping trash illegally, his suitability for what is endangered? The right to vote for president, the ability to cross state lines, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or the draft for the Vietnam War? What do you think?
The draft for the Vietnam War.
Yes, that is the answer. Way to go. And because you've answered correctly, we have a certificate that will get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza. So just come on out and see us when you can.
All righty, very good. Thank you.
Thanks,
you.
Elaine.
7:49 is your time. Again, 18 degrees outside.
There's a lot of uncertainty in ag and business today. One thing you can always count on, though, is Nebraska State Bank looking for ways to help local ag producers and businesses be successful. Right now, NSB is running an ag and commercial equipment loan special that features a 7.95% fixed interest rate for qualified customers. Offer valid through January 15th, 2024. Call one of their local, experienced ag loan officers at 872-2466 to find out more about this limited-time loan special. Nebraska State Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you've been injured or recovering from surgery, your first priority is to treat your problem. At Team Physical Therapy, we will evaluate, treat, and educate you about your specific roadblocks. We offer many therapists to help. Stop by one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and Kearney or call 872-5111. We have great resources online at myteampt.com or call 872-5111 Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Good to have you along. We'll later on in the show, about 8:30, we're going to be visiting with Tiff Farney about the aardvark season, which is opening up in the Arnold area November 30th, tomorrow. Permits are on sale now, and there's a $200 bounty.
Oh, boy.
So we'll find out more details on that. And by the way, Arnold is having their Christmas around town today and tonight, with all sorts of wonderful things going on for kids and Christmas lovers out there. Will be very, very happy with all the things that they'll be doing in Arnold today and tonight for their Christmas around town. So this will kind of be kicked off tomorrow, right after the Christmas around town today and tonight.
Good.
So we'll talk with Tiff about that a little bit later on this morning. Also, the e-clothing remote takes place today in the 9 o'clock hour. And Christy and Jeremy are going to go down and do that remote for us, because it's a Facebook Live remote as well. So it will be on the radio, and you'll be able to see what they're looking at on Facebook Live on Sandhills Express.
Sounds good.
And I guess you're going to tell us a little bit about the movies.
Yes.
A little bit later on as well.
Yep, some good movies showing at the Fox Theater.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good ones. Let's see here. Something that took place yesterday. I don't know if you caught any of it. I caught a little bit of it over the noon hour yesterday on the TV, a funeral service for former First Lady Rosalind Carter. Very, very nice service for a wonderful First Lady. And her husband, Jimmy, was there, was able to make it after 77 years of marriage.
Wow.
Isn't that something? All the wonderful things they did together for other people. It's amazing. And I think the actual private burial service is today, but quite a lady, Rosalind Smith Carter. So kind of wanted to note that she was one of those people that just, and they just both did a lot of things. Habitat for Humanity was one, many others for mental. She was real big on trying to get people to be aware, this is clear back years ago, that mental illness is treatable, and it's just like something else you might, have as far as a health issue, and she worked on that for many, many years, and many other things in parts of the country that we don't know about, people struggling. So, also the anniversary of the death of George Harrison today. And former Beatle George Harrison passed away from cancer on this day in 2001. And he was a young 58, known as the Quiet Beatle. But friends like Tom Petty and others said he actually loved to talk, and you had a hard time getting him to quit talking. But in public, he was always kind of the one that stepped back and didn't say too awful much. And he also was patient with his career, because John Lennon and Paul McCartney were doing all the writing and producing of the songs, and later on he started to do some of his own, and I think some of his work is really, really great. It's too bad he didn't get started sooner, but that was the dynamics of the band at the time. So, 58 years old. In 2001, we lost George Harrison. We'll get some George Harrison up for you a little bit later on this morning on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Right now, we're going to get in the Christmas spirit of things.
Oh, good.
Kind of get, I know you folks out there probably getting ready to go do some shopping, maybe go over to Arnold today or tonight and do some shopping there, or around your community, wherever you're listening from. Shop local. Here's the song that probably... I read an article about this particular song. Back in the day, pop stations, top 40 stations at that time, in the 60s, didn't start playing Christmas music until maybe a week before Christmas. Reason being, they didn't have very much Christmas music to play that would go along with top 40. And then this song came along and changed everything. And more people started producing songs that fit that format. And then before you know it, they were playing songs 2 weeks out and then 3 weeks out. And I think you'll recognize it. Ronnie Spector rocking around the Christmas tree on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I've been worried about her, very much concerned in recent weeks and months. Sometimes I can't even sleep at night. I'm so worried about her.
Oh, man. Who are you worried about?
Lola.
Oh, Lola Chapin?
Yeah.
I saw Lola at the Festival of Lights.
Did she seem okay?
Yeah, she seemed great. Yeah.
Did she try to talk to you about discounts?
No, not necessarily.
Oh. Just seems like that's all she has on her mind these days.
Well, yeah.
Is selling things for less money than you would think they would be sold for.
Well, she's always been a very giving person.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, she's at it again. This is Wednesday. And again, they might be the most used words in the English language. What's for lunch? Well, at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique, they're saying, what's for Wednesday? Each Wednesday, check out their windows to find out about Lola's latest big sale of the day. Now, they've decided to run their Black Friday Small Business Saturday sale. Again, if you missed it last weekend, you're in luck. You can save 20% on sweaters, jackets, and vests. You can treat yourself or grab a gift. A great time to do so. Get 20% off all sweaters, jackets, and vests today. It's What's for Wednesday today at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique, south side of the square in Broken Bow. Lola's okay. She's all right?
I think when I saw her, she seemed fine. Yeah.
Did you maybe take her off the side and say, Lola, your discounts are a little too deep?
No, not really, because I love the discounts.
Oh.
I say, way to go, Lola.
Time for news, Brent.
Okay. News it is.
We'll begin with CBS News, then we'll have some Nebraska news for you, then the Fox Sports News, and then the weatherology forecast. And then we'll probably play a commercial that'll be somewhat embarrassing.
Okay.
That's all coming up.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief.
としては被害状況の確認を行う
Japanese officials made the announcement a U.S. military aircraft had gone down in the ocean after witnesses say they saw one of the engines on fire. At least one crew member was killed. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's headed to the Middle East again to push for an extension of a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas that's set to expire after today.
Its continuation, by definition, means that more hostages would be coming home, more assistance would be getting in. So clearly, that's something we want, and I believe it's also something that Israel wants.
So far, only one American, a 4-year-old girl, has been released. Marvel star Jonathan Majors set to go on trial today on domestic violence charges. CBS's Jerika Duncan has the details from New York.
It has truly been a stunning turn of events for this actor who was recently featured in some of the biggest franchises in show business.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In a look at Nebraska news, in a story from KSNB, a Cortland man reported missing on Thanksgiving was later found dead in a crashed car. According to the Gage County Sheriff's Office, Labrado Lopez III, age 40, was first reported as a missing person to the Sheriff's Office Thursday morning after he had not come home from the night before. Deputies says family members later found Lopez dead inside his vehicle in a creek embankment on a county road east of DeWitt. According to the Gage County Sheriff's Office, Lopez had been driving on W. Chestnut Road when his vehicle drove off the road and smashed into a creek embankment. Deputies do not believe that Lopez was wearing a seatbelt. He was pronounced dead at the crash scene. The Sheriff's Office is investigating the crash. That's Nebraska News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In college football, we had the second-to-last playoff rankings released. Obviously, a change in the top four from a week ago with Michigan beating Ohio State over the weekend. Georgia is still number 1. Michigan's at 2, followed by Washington and Florida State back in at number 4. Then you've got Oregon, followed by Ohio State, Texas, and Alabama. This Friday, Washington will play Oregon. Saturday, you've got Georgia versus Alabama, Florida State versus Louisville, Michigan versus Iowa. NBA in-season tournament resumed. The Celtics are into the quarterfinals of that in-season tournament thanks to a 124-97 win over the Bulls. The Bucks also into the quarterfinals. They beat the Heat 131-124. Kings rally to edge the Warriors 124-123. Sacramento into the quarterfinals. And the Knicks beat the Hornets 115-91. New York advancing to the quarterfinals of the in-season tournament, which starts next Monday. It'll feature the Lakers versus the Suns, Kings versus Pelicans in the West. In the East, Bucks versus Knicks, and Pacers versus Celtics.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunny for today. Highs top out near 52 degrees. Winds west-southwesterly 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy. Lows falling to the 20s. Winds turn to the north-northwest 5 to 15. Higher gusts possible. Thursday, lots more sunshine, breezy winds, cooler with highs heading to the upper 30s. And then Thursday night, clear to partly cloudy skies, diminishing winds, and lows drop to 14. This is meteorologist Phil Jensko.
What do you mean he's not coming in? This is our busiest time.
The mixologist at Claude's Bar is moving to Manhattan.
I'm already down 2 bar backs. No one's manning front of
Now he needs an equally cosmopolitan replacement.
How am I going to find a new bartender before New Year's Eve?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Give the gift that's hard to wrap, but easy to give. Buy them a Stihl. Save $30 on the BG56 CE handheld blower. Go to StihlUSA.com/gift guide. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
20 degrees outside. We'll call it partly cloudy now. We do have some cloud cover moving in. Winds are light out of the west. Barometric pressure still falling at 29.98. Humidity at 81%. High yesterday was 48 with an overnight low of 18. Sunset today at 5:11. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:43. An inch and 32 hundredths precipitation measured on this month of November, and on the next to the last day of the month. That's a look at weather and news on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. All right, do you Did you watch the movie Spinal Tap?
No, I've never seen it. I would
good.
like to, though. I would like to watch it.
You need to watch it because there's a sequel coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now, for people who don't know, Spinal Tap was kind of a, it was filmed as a documentary type thing of a rock band.
Yes.
Right?
Kind of a hair band.
Yeah, but kind of a spoof
yes,
documentary.
It was great. It kind of was a satire on, how groups break up and the pulls and tugs and the music business. It was really good. Rob Reiner, the director, writer, and star of the original 80s classic, confirms they plan to start filming with the original cast starting in February. He's also teasing that some big-name cameo performances might be happening, such as Garth Brooks, Elton John, and Paul McCartney. So we'll kind of watch that. That would be a lot of fun to watch if it's even close to as good as the first one, because it makes you laugh. But that might be coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, this morning, I've got some more very important breakfast show news for you, real quick here. How would you like to feed monkeys? Would you like that? You folks out there, Brent, would you like it?
Yeah, probably. If they were friendly.
Well, if you want to feed a bunch of monkeys and have them jump on you and be right in the middle of them, go to Thailand.
Oh.
Yeah, the tourists from all over the world have been going there to a province there for a yearly festival where the Thai government is hoping tourists will stay in the country longer after they feed the monkeys and spend some coin there. They say the monkey population is getting out of hand.
Oh.
There. A government program to sterilize the population has helped, so they're reducing the numbers. American tourists Katie and Chris Wills say they had a great time feeding the monkeys.
That's great.
As long as you don't get bit, or something like that.
I was going to say, as long as they're friendly, it sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah. I don't know. My dad told a story of when he was in the Navy in World War II, they snuck a monkey on to the destroyer he was on.
Oh, really?
And it became, a pet.
Uh-huh.
And he said it was really quite ornery.
Ah.
You had to kind of, be careful with it. As I remember, I don't know what happened to the monkey, but he got to serve in the World War II for a while.
Yeah.
Let's see here. This day in history, 1 year ago, Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes was convicted of conspiracy for the violent plot to overturn the presidential election. And that decision was handed down, and he is serving 18 years in prison. They say that opened the door for others to be prosecuted for what they did on that terrible day. So 18 years, that's a pretty good sentence. And that's some of the news notes I have for you right now, Brent.
Good. All right.
I just was curious. I think you'd probably get along with monkeys pretty well.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Think they'd like me?
Yeah, I do. I think you'd relate to the monkeys.
Yeah, well, thanks. I don't know how to take that.
That's a compliment.
Thank you. It is a compliment.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll take it as such. Right. Here's what's showing at the movies at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Let's see, a movie that will be ending soon is The Hunger Games. Of course, there was Hunger Games was a big movie series with Jennifer Lawrence. This is kind of a prequel to what happened in those movies. It's Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. And if you haven't seen it yet, you want to, it's going to show for a couple of more nights at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Showing now and continuing through the weekend into next week, it is the animated film Wish and also the animated film Trolls Band Together. They are showing now and will continue through the weekend into next week. Let's see, a movie that will be coming for the holiday season starting on Friday is going to be Journey to Bethlehem. And that will start showing on Friday. It'll run through the weekend and into next week, so check that out. Also, when Tanya was here the last time, she talked about the Christmas movie series that is coming back to the Fox Theater, and the free Christmas movie, sponsored by Trotters, which will be presented on Saturday, December 2nd at 2 o'clock, is one of the Apperson family's favorites at Christmas, Christmas with the Cranks. That'll be your free Christmas movie on Saturday, December 2nd, showing at 2 o'clock at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. It is sponsored by Trotters. And if you want to check out what is showing, what will be coming up, and even get tickets online, make sure you check out their great website, watchthefox.com.
Thank you, Brent. We received word from Steve Hornickel, said, "Good morning, gentlemen." Well, thank you for calling us gentlemen, Steve. We appreciate that. And Becky says, "Dave, can't see your smiling face," because I forgot to turn back the camera from the break. And then Becky did drop a note saying, "Thanks, Dave. Have a great Wednesday." Well, you too, Becky.
Well, see, people want to see you, Dave. They want to see you.
I don't know why they would want to see yours truly, and unless it would be like a monkey in a cage.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you a story about how I got strangled by a monkey?
You were strangled by a monkey? No, yeah. I've never heard this story.
At the Lincoln Children's Zoo?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This actually sounds like a very traumatic experience.
It was.
Okay. Please tell me more.
Well, many years ago.
How old were you at the time? Do you know?
I'm going to guess 9 or 10, something like that, maybe.
Okay.
I'm just guessing. It was a long time ago. Went there with my Aunt Ken in our villa and cousin Jim and our family, and walking around looking at the animals in the zoo. And it was inside, and there was some monkeys on the end, and I was kind of looking at the monkeys, and they were kind of looking at me. And then I thought, well, I'll go in. I looked, and there was a door open. And I thought that would be the next room of animals. Well, it was a door that got left open that was like a storage room or something.
Okay.
So when I came back out, they had those bars in front of the cages that kept you so far back from the cage.
Yes.
For safety reasons.
Yeah.
Well, when I came out of the room, I walked between the bar and the cage. So when I came out, I didn't go into the room. I went to the alley between, so then I turned to look.
So you were in the cage, or you were just right up next to the cage?
Next to it, because when I walked out into the room, I walked on the wrong side of the bar.
Okay, gotcha.
The rail. And I didn't realize it, and what's going on? I went into a storage room, and now I'm out here, and all of a sudden, the monkey grabbed me from behind, through the cage, and pinned me back against the cage, and had a stranglehold on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And one of the zookeepers had to come over and rescue me.
I've never heard that story before.
Yeah.
Man, I'll be honest, had that happened to me, I don't know if I'd ever visit a zoo again. Well, I'm glad you were okay.
Well, you see the scars there, don't you?
A little bit, yeah.
No, they didn't. It was a pretty firm grip, though. I do remember that. It was really weird. I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, you've had a lot of experiences in your life. I got to be honest. When as I continue to get to know you and you continue to share stories, I got to be honest. I just feel like my life is boring.
Oh no. You think about it. There's some things like that you've told on the air, too.
Well.
Yeah. Okay, so moving along, the Nebraska Department of Transportation has an opportunity here as a highway maintenance worker position if you'd like to join their team here in Broken Bow. And they have training that they provide and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and comprehensive benefits package that's including matching retirement contribution. Now, you need to apply online for this job, so go to statejobs.nebraska.gov and apply. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
Prairie Grounds Cafe here in Broken Bow, reminding you that they feature special drinks during each month And you have just a couple of days left to enjoy their special drinks that they are featuring for the month of November. This month, the special drinks include the French Cream Hot Chocolate, Pumpkin White Mocha, the Black Forest Mocha, mixture of cherry and mocha, the Harvest Chai, hazelnut and vanilla, and the Raspberry Brandy Brave, a mixture of amaretto and raspberry. A reminder that drinks can be ordered iced, blended, or hot. Don't forget, you can also grab a delicious pastry or enjoy one of Sarah's sweets when you go to Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow. Also, they do remind you they have a chicken salad sandwich, which is great for lunch, or you can swing by early and grab their breakfast sandwich as well. Prairie Grounds Cafe, just east of the courthouse on Highway 2 in Broken Bow. They are open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 1, but closed on Sunday and Monday.
That reminds me, the monkey story in the zoo reminds me of the time I almost drowned in the Seward swimming pool.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Man, another I didn't realize you went through so many traumatic experiences as a child.
Yeah. The other
Or maybe, were you a child?
I was pretty small there.
Okay,
I don't actually remember that very much. My cousin reminds me of it every once in a while.
Really?
When I had to be rescued out of the Seward pool. Not sewer. Seward.
Yeah, the
pool.
community of Seward, Nebraska.
Yeah, pool.
Okay.
I don't really remember.
Thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah. And then the other story that my cousin likes to tell is they had that summer, it was in Milford where they lived, in Milford, Nebraska. And it was summertime, and they had a summer activities in the evening on a Saturday night, I imagine, back then. And they had the brick streets like Seward and like Broken Bow, and you know that a lot of towns had at that time and still do, some of them, Aurora, those kind of things. Anyway, they had a little kids race.
Oh.
And so they put me in the little kids race.
Uh-huh.
And I guess the story goes that the race was finished and I was just about halfway done. But I guess I was real happy and smiling and
well, that's good.
Yeah, and
it sounds like you've found a way to block it out of your mind, though.
Until I see my cousin.
Which is good.
Yeah. Yeah. My cousin Jim, you've met him, haven't you?
Yeah. Now, Jim, your cousin Jim was the longtime girls basketball coach at Omaha Marion.
Yeah.
Correct? I mean, like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Tremendous coach.
He's also quite ornery when we were kids. And
yeah, that's what you've told me.
At Easter, he pulled a real good one. Because I was kind of back to the monkey thing. Monkey see, monkey do.
Uh-huh.
So he had kind of planted an egg in a basket at my grandma's place.
Okay.
And we were out back in the backyard. And he reached in and he grabbed an egg and he took it and he cracked it on his forehead.
Oh.
And, you know, and so I went, well, if my older cousin Jim's going to do that, I want to do it too. And so I grabbed an egg and cracked it on my forehead, and it was not boiled.
Oh.
So the yolk ran down.
Came right down on your face.
And he actually planted that egg knowing that I would do the monkey see, monkey do thing.
That's good.
Yeah. You know, I wondered about, you know, going back to that situation where the monkey tried to strangle me.
Yeah.
I wonder if the zoo had insurance for that sort of thing back then.
Makes you wonder.
It's something we don't talk about very much, but you want to make sure if you're in a business or you run a zoo.
Yes.
You want to have protection for accidents that happen on your property.
Yeah, good point.
And I think even on the residential side, you need protection if somebody would be harmed some way in your yard or
trip over the sidewalk.
Yeah, or maybe your monkey would run out of the house and trip somebody.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
Or bite them. Whatever the case may be, you need insurance for that. So talk to Universal Insurance Agency about it.
There you go.
They'll know how to cover you for those sorts of kind of different sorts of activities that you need protection for. And, of course, they'll also provide insurance that protects you if somebody runs into your car or your motorcycle or you run into somebody. You just need to have insurance these days. And it can be more affordable than you think if you sit down and make a plan with the guys at Universal Insurance Agency. They're located on Southeast Street, which is Highway 2. Their phone number is 872-6438. 872-6438. And tell them you heard about Monkey Insurance on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show when you go in.
All right. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to. Quality Senior Villages. We are so blessed to have this great facility here in Broken Bow serving the area. If you're not familiar with it, Quality Senior Villages is an assisted living facility that specializes in care for those battling through Alzheimer's and dementia. Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow believes that an active life is a nurturing experience. At their facility, residents can thrive and live an active lifestyle. Activities can bring about a feeling and sense of self-worth and well-being, and you'll find those activities right there at Quality Senior Villages. If you'd like to know more about the services that they offer and about their facility, please call them at 872-6387.
Thank you, Brent Apperson. As we mentioned earlier, the anniversary of George Harrison's death on this day in 2001. George passed away from cancer. He was 58. Here's George Harrison on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Was the monkey just giving you a hug?
No, as I do remember it pretty clearly.
Yeah.
I think it had both hands, and it just had my head pulled back against the bars.
Mm.
And I don't know what it was going to do to me after it. You know, if the zoo guy would have not broke me loose, I don't know what he would have did.
Do you remember if the zoo guy was he a little bit nervous? Was he kind of what's the word I'm looking for? A little nervous, trying to get the situation taken care of, or was he just kind of laughing like, this is kind of cute. It's not a big deal. You're going to be fine. You remember?
I don't remember.
No.
I just remember he kind of had a green outfit on.
Oh, sure.
You know, like a uniform.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember what his face looked like, and it seemed like I was kind of in trouble for being on the wrong side of the bar. But if I wouldn't have went into that room,
right,
I wouldn't have come back out into the wrong side of the railing there. But it was a bit traumatic, and I suppose it did have some effect on me. I'm not sure whether that had more effect on me than when I fell out of the car here at the radio station one Sunday afternoon.
You fell out of the car here at the radio station. I don't know if I've heard. You're sharing all kinds of stories that I don't know if I've ever heard before.
Well, I've told them before.
Okay.
Trust me. But after 40 years, I don't remember when or how many times.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah, I did. I fell out. We were out on a Sunday drive with my grandma and grandpa.
Oh.
And they had those, as I remember it, they kind of what they called suicide doors. The doors kind of swung open the opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
And I was in the back seat. And just come around the corner here, like you would coming off Memorial Drive and heading to the south down the highway. And when they came around the corner, I don't know whether I hit the handle or exactly what, but the door swung open and I fell out into the ditch.
Eek.
And that's when my radio career started, was falling below the tower here out of a car.
That's when you knew you were destined to be linked to this place.
I guess so. Yeah, that's a true story.
Yeah.
They're all true. I don't really remember the one where I almost drowned. I do remember having to be, I've told this story, at the Broken Bow pool, swimming lessons. First time off the low board, jumping into the deep end, and I panicked. And the lifeguard had to come in and pull me out.
Yeah.
The only good thing about it was she was really purty.
Oh, well, that's good.
Very attractive lifeguard.
So did you? So when that happened, did you just then pretend to panic? You know, go off the board again and.
I considered going in
that's
again.
That's what I was wondering.
But my mom was there, and she wasn't too happy with me.
Okay.
We're going to talk with Tiff Arney a little bit, but now we got monkeys on the brain. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the monkeys. The Monkees, I'm a Believer on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. A reminder, we'll be having a live broadcast from Ansley this morning from the E-Clothing LLC. And that will also be on Facebook Live, on Sandhills Express, and on the radio today. So that's in the 9 o'clock hour. Right now we have Tiff Varney on the line. As we said, Aardvark season opens tomorrow in Arnold, and we've asked Tiff to explain the rules and tell us how this all works and what the prize is. Good morning, Tiff. How are you?
Morning, Dave. I'm good.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, let's do a little history lesson here real quick. The Aardvark idea comes from a past successful run or two, I think. When was the first time that was held?
It's about 25 years ago.
Okay.
We started doing it for Fall Festival, and I had 4 weeks running where the clues are put in the newspaper, and you must read the newspaper to find the clues and then go hunt.
Okay.
And we had weekly winners, and if it wasn't found, then it was continued over with a new clue the next week.
All right. All right. Is that the way that works this time?
Yeah, it'll work the same this time, except the bounty's $200 in chamber bucks.
Okay.
Nice.
Very nice. And I have the article here that was in the paper that you mentioned that poachers will be prosecuted. What is a poacher? Is that somebody without a permit? How's that work?
That's right. You got to buy a permit. The permit's $5. This is the first time for that, but we were out hunting with my buddies, and they said, well, you got to have a permit to hunt anything else. Why not this? And so we decided to give the money that is raised from this to the Arnold School Greenhouse Project.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And all the proceeds go there.
Yep. And if you do get caught poaching, your rights to ever hunt again are over. And that's about it,
Yeah,
You're banned for life.
Okay, so you wait for the weekly paper, the Arnold Sentinel, to give you a clue, and then you start hunting for the aardvark. If you find it and you have a permit, that's $5. Then you get the chamber bucks. Where did they get the permit, Stiff?
They're at 4 County Boutique, Brew Bakers, First State Insurance, Arnold Insurance, and myself.
Okay.
And the bank.
And the bank. All right, Pinnacle Bank.
Yep.
All right, so you get your permits, you go hunting. If you find it, you get $200 in chamber bucks. Proceeds go to the Arnold School Greenhouse Project. That's pretty cool. And it starts tomorrow, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Now,
at 12:01 a.m.
Okay. Can you hunt at night? Is it legal to hunt with a floodlight?
Yes, aardvarks are nocturnal, so that's a good time to hunt.
Okay.
Hey, Tiff, this is Brent. How long does his season run?
It runs until somebody finds him.
Until somebody finds him. All right.
Yeah.
And
yep.
Can you kind of describe? I mean, I guess an aardvark is an aardvark, but what size are they? Is it a full grown, or what's the size on it?
No, it's about a 3x5 laminated card. It's got an aardvark, picture of an aardvark on it. It says Happy Aardvark Day.
Nice.
All right, Tiff.
They are the largest burrowing nocturnal mammal, and there's the only one living in its genealogical order of species.
Wow.
And of course, you find them in Africa, but this is the only place you can hunt them north of the equator.
All right, Tiff. It's a great idea, a great fundraiser, and again, the proceeds go to the Arnold School Greenhouse Project. And I assume anybody that can get their hands on the Arnold Sentinel and get the clue can play as long as they have permits. So it's for everybody, right?
Yep, and you can read the Arnold Sentinel online. So
okay, all right.
There you go.
There you go. All right, Mr. Varney, thanks so much, and happy holidays to you.
Yeah, you too, guys. God bless.
Thank you. All right. Bye. Tiff Varney, always up to something.
Yeah.
And again, you heard him say it started 25 years ago. I remember it was a big hit, and now they brought it back, and it's going for a good cause. And again, today and tonight at Arnold, their Christmas Around Town takes place. And I know that Summer had a story on that this morning, and she has the poster available for you to look at to see what you can take the kids to and the shopping opportunities that you can have today and tonight and all the way through the Christmas season in a great little community called Arnold, Nebraska. You won't regret it. Stop in. And, of course, have yourself a cup of coffee while you're there, right?
Yeah.
At Brubaker's. And you might run into a couple of rascals over there. I won't mention any names. One of those would be Brad Atkins.
Yeah.
I mentioned his name.
Yeah, oops.
Oh, darn it. We'll be right back.
If you're wanting to build a new home but aren't sure which way to go, well, the first direction you should go is to Ansley Lumber and Supply. If a house or a barn dominium interests you, they do estimates for post-frame buildings. Ansley Lumber is proud to offer reliable brands of shingles, composite decking, siding, railing, windows, lumber, trusses, and more. Because you want your home to be strong and beautiful. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley, for projects big and small.
The Christmas spirit is alive at Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow. Go and shop their great selection of winter and Christmas items, like new wooden decor items, ornaments, mailbox covers, and garden flags. Remember Barney Health Mart for Lean and Tree boxed and single Christmas cards. Chocolates are always a great gift idea. They stock Baker's Chocolates and Russell Stover. While you're in, make sure to register for Christmas bucks. Barney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Delicious Mexican food has been served at Fiesta Brava for 10 years now. Time truly flies by when you're having fun, and Louise and the crew are looking forward to the years to come. Your friends at Fiesta Brava love serving the community and appreciate you for allowing them to bring their delicious Mexican dishes to your table. If you need a space to use for a holiday gathering, ask them about their party room. They can help cater your party too. 625 South 10th, Broken Bow, Fiesta Brava Mexican Restaurant celebrating 10 years. 20 minutes before the hour. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. Birthdays today.
Okay, who's celebrating?
Howie Mandel.
Yeah. Deal or no deal?
I guess so. He's also now a judge on America's Got Talent.
Uh-huh.
And he's 68 today. A little older than maybe I thought.
Yeah.
He broke out in the 80s drama Saint Elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew McCarthy is 61 today.
Actor.
Yeah, you know this.
Weekend at Bernie's, man. What a great film.
He was also in St. Elmo's Fire and
Mannequin, I think.
Oh, yeah, Mannequin.
Yeah.
And Pretty in Pink. Russell Wilson.
Football player.
You got it
Quarterback.
again, Brent.
Denver Broncos.
You're hot today.
Yeah.
35.
Okay.
And getting old for a quarterback. Well, I guess the bar is high with a couple of former players. The NFL quarterback won the Super Bowl with the Seahawks, now with the Denver Broncos, and they're pretty hot right now.
They have gotten hot. Yeah, they've really turned their season around.
And Felix Calvary is 81 today, best known as the lead singer and keyboard player for the classic Hall of Fame rock band, the Young Rascals. He's 81. And Mariano Rivera is 54 today.
Greatest relief pitcher of all time.
That's what
in
they say.
Major League Baseball. That's what I would say.
Spent 19 seasons with the Yankees. He's a 13-time All-Star, 5-time World Series champion, and Major League Baseball career leader in saves, 652, and games finished, 952. Wow, that's impressive.
That cutter that he threw, just unhittable, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he was fun to watch pitch, even though he was a Yankee.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those guys you'd like him to be on another team. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. Him and Derek Jeter were those two guys for me. I love Derek Jeter. Watching him play was a treat.
Speaking of treats, how would you like to find a piece of a severed finger in your salad?
I wouldn't. Yuck. Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's chopped salad, if you will. A customer is suing a chain claiming she had a piece of human finger in her salad.
Ooh.
The woman says she realized what it was after she chewed on it.
Oh.
According to the complaint, a manager of the Mount Kisco in a New York location accidentally severed a piece of her finger while chopping. The manager went to the hospital, but the contaminated lettuce was still served to the customers. The County Department of Health investigated the incident and fined the location. It's still unclear how much money the woman is seeking in the lawsuit. And I like this. She suffers injuries due to chewing on that piece of finger in the salad from shock, panic attacks, migraines, cognitive impairment,
and the list goes on.
Nausea, dizziness, and neck and shoulder pain.
Oh, my.
As a result of eating the salad with the finger in it.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that would be yuck. Yeah. Sorry, that's not a crouton.
It's chewy. We'll be right back.
Gary's Superfoods, open 7 days a week from 7 to 9 in Broken Bow. Previously frozen chicken thighs or drumsticks are 99 cents a pound. And USDA Choice Boneless Beef Arm Roast is $4.99 a pound. 4-pound bags of navel oranges are $3.99. And Frito-Lay kettle cooked or Lay's potato chips are 2 for $6. For dessert, Breyer's ice cream is 2 for $9. Gary's Superfoods, online at garysuperfoods.com. Visit them and save today on South B Street in Broken Bow.
This is John Farley with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. And here we understand your land represents a lifetime of hard work and the decision to sell does not come lightly. I'd be happy to provide a free, no obligation opinion of value to assist in your estate planning. Inventory is very low at the moment, so now may be the best time to get the highest dollar for your lifetime of land stewardship and sweat equity. Whatever your goal is, I'm here to help. Call me, John Farley, or check us out at LashleyLand.com.
Holiday shopping hours are underway at the Secret Garden. Shop Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays from 1 until 4. Make sure to warm up with a hot latte while you shop. And right now, save 20% off greenery. Galatians 6, verse 9. Don't get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, you will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. The Secret Garden, located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
8:46. Still thinking about the finger in the salad. You got to kind of give the restaurant a break. I'm sure things got a little chaotic when the manager cut the end of her finger off and they went ahead and served the salad. I'm sure if they would have thought about it, they wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, well, I would hope it wasn't done on purpose.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. And I mean, who would want to cause somebody neck and back pain from chewing on a finger? However that works, I don't know. All right, Nebraska Land Hearing Center. We know how that works. Roxanne works hard to make sure you enjoy your life as the very best possible, and hearing is a big part of enjoying life. Hearing your conversations that you're having with your friends and loved ones, not having to have the TV or the radio up so loud that nobody else can be in the room, that sort of thing. If you're kind of heading that direction, or you think you are, Roxanne can help you. She's a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years of experience, and she's located right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska, in the Chamber Building on the east side of the square. She also discounts for local purchase, and she's all about doing business here at home. So ask her about those discounts that she offers off and on through the seasons. No need to travel out of town. She's right here. She's got the technology that's available to you right here in Broken Bow. And the big deal here, I think, is we want to stress the follow-up service. If you have troubles with your hearing aids, they need fitted just a little bit better after you wear them a while. Maybe you lose a tip, those sorts of things she can help you with, and rechargeable batteries and all of that. And other than the actual products themselves, all of her services are free after the purchase. So for as long as you have those hearing aids that you buy from Roxanne, she'll take care of you. Her number is 308-384-3852. Make an appointment today.
Here are some job opportunities that you'll find posted on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page, and these jobs are all through Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership. They are looking for an individual to work as a center assistant in their Ord, Burwell, and Broken Bow locations. Now, this is a full-time, 40-hour per week position, starting wage at $14 per hour. With this job, he would be assisting where needed in the classroom depending on location, help the teacher and staff with activities, documenting, and cleaning. Also, CNCAP is looking for an individual to work as an early childhood program interpreter. Now, this could be a part-time or full-time position depending on the program needs. With this job, he would be providing translation for families and children ages birth to 5, travel to the different locations as needed to provide translation services. You need the ability to speak, read, and write fluently in both Spanish and English. Also, CNCAP has an opportunity for a WIC IMMS nurse in Loup City. Now, this is a part-time position, flexible 20-hour per week schedule with a starting wage dependent on qualifications. For this position, you must have an active RN, LPN, or RD license. You would be traveling and providing assistance to clients at WIC clinics and administering vaccinations to participants in the immunization program. For more information on these job opportunities, you can contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780. The extension is 105. Or you can apply directly by going to the website centralnebraskacap.com.
Thank you, Brent. As we mentioned, a lot of our communities having Christmas celebrations and opportunities for shopping. And the first commercial in this break is all about Dunning. Take a listen.
Ho, ho, ho. Santa is coming to town. Dunning, that's the town. Saturday, December 2nd, Dunning Community Hall, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. 20-plus vendors bringing gifts to fill your Christmas shopping list. Food, fun, and shopping. What a great day it will be. That's the Dunning Extravaganza, Saturday, December 2nd. See you there. Ho, ho, ho.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
Medicare annual enrollment is going on now through December 7th. Hi, this is Allison with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. I invite you to call our office in Broken Bow at 872-6996. I can help you make sense of the many changes and options.
We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 7 organizations which offer 46 products in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program to get information on all of your options.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
8:52. Again, we remind you we'll be broadcasting live from Ansley this morning, and we'll have that, about 9:15 or so, and they'll be at the clothing shop, e-shop, and we'll be also having Facebook Live available with that on Sandhills Express. So you'll get the whole service this morning. Thanksgiving football watching sets records, Brent.
Oh, okay.
A whole lot of people sat in a turkey food coma on the couch watching football on Thanksgiving. Over 41 million people tuned in to watch the Dallas Cowboys make stuffing out of the Washington Commanders. This makes the most watched program of on any network since Super Bowl 57.
Wow.
Yeah, and the third most watched NFL regular season game ever. The Cowboys defeated the Commanders 45-10. Ouch.
Yeah, got kind of ugly.
Didn't watch it, but there was a TV on with it on. I mean, you mentioned that maybe it was because Dolly Parton was part of the show. You think?
She performed at halftime.
I didn't catch it, but a lot of people are still talking about it. She was a Dallas cheerleader?
Yeah, dressed up in one of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader outfits.
And you're saying that she looked okay in a cheerleading outfit?
Yes. At the age of, how old is Dolly? 77, I believe.
77.
Yeah.
Well, if you can pull it off, I guess go for it.
Yeah.
She's also pulling off a new album, a rock album that we kind of talked about the other day. And I think it all kind of started when she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and kind of met some of the inductees and the alumni. And the next thing you know, she is a rock star. She has topped 6 different Billboard charts along with artists like Taylor Swift and Drake. And she thanks her fans who have always been there for her. But she's performed, the record has duets with Sting and all sorts of different artists who worked with her on the album. I listened to some of it the other day. Not too bad.
Yeah. Not
too bad for a country singer with kind of a bluegrass voice, if you will. Kind of mountain bluegrass voice that she has. You wondered if she'd make that transition, but yeah. She is pulling it off and now on the charts.
All right. Good.
So she can be a Dallas cheerleader and make a rock album all at the same time. Wow. That's something.
Uh-huh.
All right. I don't know for sure, folks, how to explain this to you. We bring it up every once in a while, but the breakfast show has no real map. When we start the show, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what we're going to be talking about, and we don't know what rabbit hole we're going to go down. But today we got off on monkeys.
Uh-huh.
And so we're playing monkey songs.
All right, great.
And here's one from Mark Knopfler called Punish the Monkey.
Yes, Dave.
I am going to give you a chance to wave goodbye.
Oh, hi there. Hi and bye.
Hi and bye.
Hello.
And we'll close down the Breakfast Show Facebook feed.
Okay.
Because when they start, it'll pop up and you can watch it on Facebook on Sandhills Express.
Sounds good.